What's up again, y'all? Metalhead Mike here for the second time. And as all you punk knows know nothing jabronis living in your basement probably already know, UFC 249 has come and gone. And I know what you all must be wondering. Did Mike make any money? Because that's all that matters to me. Well, sadly, if you watched my last video, only one of my 5 predictions came true. How does Metal Mike feel about this? I'd smash this ukulele without a single shred of doubt, except my girlfriend's car is right behind this camera, and I'm worried about the shrapnel damaging her car, and I respect her property. Now enough with my mental breakdowns. Let's get to the results. Now assume that at least 2/3 of you nerds can at least read basic English and can do basic math. So I'll leave this in the background for you all to see and laugh at. Haha, yes, Metal Mike lost around 5 units. I know, man, it burns. Anyways, we're gonna go through this fight by fight. Of course, it's only going to be the 5 fights that I bet on. Because honestly, if I cared about a fight, I would have money on it. So let's go. First up, Yorgan De Castro was decisionated by Greg Panther Man Hardy. I don't understand how Hardy got unanimous 30-27s. I thought De Castro at least would have stolen a round, especially in that first, hurting his leg and touching him up. But it seemed like De Castro just faded further and further away from victory as each round marched on. To be completely honest with you, I was expecting the complete opposite to happen. I've seen Greg Hardy fade in fights as he blows all of his energy early. But now it's like we're in reverso land. Greg Hardy's king, and I'm just his dancing jester. You know what? I'll live another day to fade the man. Okay, you mark my words, Greg Hardy. You deserve yourself a new rival by another basement-dwelling lunatic. So add that to your count. Now the second fight, also in the heavyweight division, was even more devastating. I threw 1 unit on Jairzinho Rosenstruck. Okay, I know, laugh at me. Ha, how are you so dumb? Look, he got KO'd in the first 12 seconds. I know, man, that was the risk. If you look back at that video, I even say I made a lot of money betting on Ngannou, and I would bet on that man when it makes sense. Heavyweight against a great kickboxer with like 70 fights, with like over 60 wins and less than 10 losses. In a heavyweight battle where 1 punch can land and anything can happen, it just didn't make sense putting the money on Ngannou. But the Black Beast, Nigerian Nightmare, showed exactly why he has 2 nicknames now instead of 1, okay? I just made that possible. He took the man's soul in less than 15 seconds. He cracked that man's chin, folded him like he was discarded paper. It was like my first sexual experience. I got super excited, and then it was over so fast, and everybody was disappointed. I don't want to relive that memory anymore, okay? I've already had nightmares about it. Let's move on. Now this is the fight that I actually somehow got right. Except it didn't play out at all of how I thought it would, and it was supremely close. Of course, I'm talking about Anthony Showtime Kick Superman Punch Pettis against Donald Cowboy. Let's fight fun, cause we're friends, Cerrone. And I'm telling you, man, this Anthony Pettis guy's starting to flip my flapjacks, cause I expected something crazy. I expected him to come out there and do a backwards Tekken 2 Law type kick and throw him into the shadow realm, and I could be back on the Anthony Pettis side train for sure. And while it wasn't a bad match, it just lacked a certain flair to it. There was nothing super exciting, and maybe that was partially because the crowd wasn't there. But this did not compare at all to Vicente Luque versus Nico Price fight. But hey, I'll take it. I got a close decision win, 29-28 across the board, I believe, and I'll take it, because that's the only one I got. And now we're getting to the co-main event. The Dominator showed us why we should maybe start questioning that name, as he got round 2 KO'd by the king of cringe himself, the face-kicking pillow phenomenon, the Triple C, Henry Cejudo, the man so legendary, probably just retired 2 people in one night. The first one being when he landed that killer knockout blow on the Dominator himself in round 2, and probably sent Dom into permanent retirement hood. The second one being, of course, himself in his post-press conference. The man is insane, and I wish him the best in the future, even though he robbed me of a couple diddly dollaroos. And what can I say about the fight? It was a gamble. Cruz did not look as good as he needed to, and Henry looked too damn good, like he just does every fight. I'll take the L on this one, along with my 2 units. It's gone now. And finally, perhaps the saddest fight to watch of this entire card. And not because I was having technical issues watching the dang fight itself or anything like that, but to see one of your longtime beloved characters just get punched in the face for 15 minutes only for it to be called in the middle of round 5. Tony got wrecked here. Simply put, Gaethje looked a lot better than even his staunchest supporters thought him to. And Tony Ferguson looked a little lost. Was it because he cut all that weight 3 weeks ago? Was it because he started sparring too late? Was he just not in the right place? There's too many variables going on right here. But sadly, it's dampened the fire of the fight that's needed to happen for such a long time. And I don't think we're ever gonna see that now. Not after the way Tony looked. He's 37. Division has to move on at some point. And how many times is this fight gonna get canceled before we just book Gaethje versus Khabib? It's not like Tony even looked like he could beat Khabib. Gaethje actually looked like he stood a chance with his superb wrestling and knockout punch power. And while Gaethje did rob me of my 3 units, I hope he robs Dagestan of their champion sometime soon. Just send Khabib location, okay? Thanks for listening to my salty post-fight analysis of UFC 249. But your bets, your jabroni behinds, the middle mic will be back in a couple days, probably Tuesday, with his prediction for the UFC card to take place on Wednesday. And while it's not the craziest barn burner of a card, there's some decent fights on there. With UFC 249 being a little weird, performing well in some areas, but not delivering what we expected in others, maybe this is just the kind of random card to be the goddamn barn burner that everybody needs. Metal Mike needs more blood. You need more blood. And by God, you'll get it. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because I have no friends to share this with, and I'm too embarrassed to tell my mom.